भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि। भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। My namaskars to you who are attending this class on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are deliberating verses from the 9th chapter. Last, I think, 3 Sundays, due to Ekadashi and spiritual retreat, etc., these classes could not be held. So, we had seen here verses until verse number 16. So, here the discussion at this point is going on. Here in the 15th verse, Bhagwan had said that people are worshipping me various ways, and by Jnana Yajna, and earlier by Bhakti, and in one way or in various ways. Bahudha Vishwato Mukham. Pointing that, so this idea is put forward by Sri Bhagavan, that whomsoever you are worshipping, it is me alone. What is this idea means? That there is this one truly essence of higher aspirations of human being. What you call divine, howsoever in crude fashion, you might have semblance of such idea, some inkling of such idea, that it comes forth from me, it is I am manifesting in various degrees. Wheresoever you are worshipping something as divine. So, this is the idea. Now, here in the 16th verse, he had said that referring to the times of the Vedic Karmakanda and Yajnas, that he said, I am aham kratu, aham yajnah, swadha aham, aham aushadham. That kratu is one of a kind of rite. So, in that kind of rituals, you are seeking me, I am that. the believers of those followers of the Vedic Karma Kanda, who believed into it, astic, dharmic people. So, doing that particular rite or doing an yajna or swadha, that is food offered to the dead, your Pitru Purushas, that is swadha. And aushadha, that is not only the, even food is called as aushadha, and all medicinal herb, of course, and with which these things are offered in yajna, with chanting of the mantra, these oblations, etc., like ghee, ajya, the articles of oblation, what is being offered in the yajna, and where they are offered, that is the fire, the yajna fire. Bhagavan is saying is that swadha aham, that I am that swadha, the food which is offered to the pitrus. Aham aushadham, that the articles, etc., which are offered to the yajnas. Mantra aham, I am that mantra. Aham ajam, that the articles of oblation which are being offered. Aushadam is food, etc., articles of food and medicinal herbs, etc. So, aushadam, so bilopatra is offered in yajna, so it can be considered as aushadam. So, also ajam, like ghee, or like then what you say, sarso or til, sesame seeds, or these mustard seeds, even they are offered. So, whatever the articles of other articles of oblation, so I am that, I am this all thing, I am that fire, I am that mantra, I am that ahuti. What is the point? What is the idea? That what does it mean that I have become? It means that it is that one consciousness in which everything, sentient or insentient, this whole creation itself, it exists in it. So, you are worshipping, you are all the time through different means, whatsoever you might be doing, you are referring to the differentiation and differences of this world, but you are only knowing me, you are only worshipping me only. That is the point. Then, through more relatable ideas, like he is saying in the next verse, Pita aham asya jagato, is jagat ka pita मैं हूँ. I am the father of this world, but not only father, mata dhata pitamaha, that I am the mata, mother, dhata, the sustainer, which one, which sustains this world. Pitamaha means grandfather. Vedyam pavitram onkara, that the one thing which is to be known, that is that holy, pavitra, the pure omkara, that is the om shabda iti. So vedyam pavitram omkara, that I am. Then rik sama yaju revacha, so rigved, samved, yajurved, everything, I am that knowledge, I am that omkara, I am the one thing to be known, I am the father, the mother, the sustainer, the grandfather of this universe. This is what he said. So, idea is that this chapter is referred as Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yoga. So, this is the great secret. This is the great knowledge. This is the greatest Vidya. What is that greatest Vidya? That I am the father, I am the mother, I am the grandfather? No. This is the important thing is that what is the true nature of that divine being? That is the important part. That is the great secret. That is the great knowledge to be known here. The one thing to be known from everything, from that all Vedas. Vedyam Pavitram Omkara Ruksama Yajurevacha. I am the all Vedas. Also, I am the one thing to be known from all Vedas. So, this knowledge, this Vidya is about, Raja Vidya is about developing that attitude, that perspective towards the world, towards the variations of this world, and developing that unique substrative mindset, that Sakshi mindset, that witness mindset. We seize the one thing which is enveloping, permeating all these variations, which is common everywhere, and where all these, everything else exists in it. That's why it is father, it is mother, it is grandfather, it is sustainer. Sometimes a mother may give birth, but and if she dies, some other woman will rear up the child. Father stands for different qualities, grandfather may stand for some as a symbol for different qualities. So that's why Pita, father, mother, grandfather, and sustainer of the world. In any aspect, it is that one principle, it is that one entity, one vastu, that one entity, that one individual, to which we may call God. I am that entity. Further he says, Tapami aham, that as a sun I give heat to this world, to this creation. Varsham nigrunnami utsrujami cha. So Varsham, that is water, rain. So I control the rain and I also send forth them. Amrutam chaiva mrityucha, I am the immortality and I am also the death. So meaning that I am immortality, yes, because I am that principle, knowing which and immortality is attained. And I am also the death, referring to the ideas of this world, this ephemeral world. And similarly, he says, I am Sat, Sat, Asat, Cha, Aham, Arjuna. So this verse, 19th verse goes, Tapamyaham maham varsham Nigrunamyut srujami cha amrutam chaiva mrityuscha sadasachaham Arjuna. So Sat, because he is the one eternal thing. Asat means this ephemeral world. Even I am this. There is no going away, there is no escaping, there is nothing other than me which exists. That is the idea. Then the two verses are there, verse number 20 and verse number 21. Traividyamam swamapa putapapa yajnairištva swargatim prarthayante te punyam asadya surendra lokam ashnanti divyan divideva bhogan. That Traividya, that people who knows all three Vedas, means they are very erudite, they are very knowledgeable. These people, Yajna Ishtva, with the help of Yajnas, the Ishtva, they worship me. Whom? Somapaha. So these are the deities, or these are the references meant to the divine in the Vedic literature. The one who Somapa means one who drinks the Soma. Putapapa, one who is purified from sin, which is pure. These references are made to the divine. So Traividya, Somapa, Putapapa, they what? desiring the heaven, they worship me through yajna, yajnaihi, means through the means of yajna. And what happens to these people? These people, punyam asadya surendra lokam. So, through the punyam, so these people, punyam surendra lokam. So, these people, they attain to this holy with the help of this punyam, this punya surendra lokam, this heaven. Surendra means this Indra, the abode of gods, he attained to that heaven. And what happened? They enjoy ashnanti. Ashnanti means enjoy. Ashnanti literally means eat, consumes. So here ashnanti means consume. They enjoy what? Divya, divyan. So many divi bhogans, the enjoyments, pleasures of the gods. They enjoy these pleasures. This is what people do. Even through these desires, for these desires also, they are worshipping me only. Then, but it is with the condition. What happens? Te tam bhuktva swarga lokam vishalam. So these people attaining to this swarga lokam, that great swarga lokam vishalam. So enjoying this Swargaloka, the enjoyments of this Swargaloka, what happens? These people, after their merits are seized, Kshine Punne, after their merits are exhausted, Martya Lokam Vishanti, they return to this Martya Lokam. So any kinds of pleasures, or through whatsoever meritorious ways, they are not forever. They are for the extended time. Maybe your intensity of experiencing these pleasures, these enjoyments might be more. It might be without any trouble, without any disturbances, but that's all. So quality of enjoying your pleasures, that might be heightened up, but that's it. Nothing can be infinite and nothing can be eternal. So after the cessation of your merits, after your merits are exhausted, by virtue of which you had attained such enjoyments and pleasures, what will happen? When such merits are exhausted, you will have to come back to this land of equanimity, this land of equality, where both pleasures and pains will be experienced. Martya Lokam, where people die, where people take birth. So Swarga Loka are like, you can consider them as the special conditions where the amount, quantity and quality of your pleasures, of your enjoyment is much more than the pain you might encounter, you might experience. So Martya Loka, this very earth, this very land, this very plane of human beings where everybody has to born, in which somebody can do sadhana and can become free. This is only possible in this plane of human beings, Martya Lokam. In Swarga or in Naraka, in heaven or in hell, there are extreme pleasures or extreme suffering. According to one's karma, so one is supposed to experience this, whether they exist apart from this Martya Loka or not. But we might see those things very much around us only, that some people's life, no matter what they are doing, so it is too opulent, and some people, no matter how good they are all the time suffering. So Swarga and Naraka. So, whatsoever it may be, that people will have to come to such a plane where they might be seeing the somewhat rational balance of this pain and pleasure, of enjoyment and suffering in their life, where they will be able to think, and probably this will generate in them what? Vairagya, dispassion towards this carnal material enjoyments of the world. So this is the purpose. So through these different varied experiences, a person must develop this conscience, this discretion, this discrimination, and he must see the pattern, and he must develop a sort of insipidity towards it, a disinterest toward it, and a sort of satiation that enough of this thing, that this is going on in cycles and cycles, and how long I will be get dragged into with this. So enough of this. A sort of disgust, a sort of bondage, unless it is developed, that individual will not seek spiritual evolution, emancipation, liberation from this entanglement, from this prison, from this condemnation, and then only the spiritual life will start. So these people, they have to return to the land of mortality, martyalokam. Evam, in this way, Traidharmam anuprapanna. So this Traidharma means dharma, the kartavya taught by these three Vedas. So that's why Traidharma anuprapanna, the person who is very devotedly following this dharma, means here very important idea. So because what Vedas, and therefore the mostly the karma kanda part of it, what they prescribe for an individual according to their circumstances, different walk of station of life, and different kinds of context, varied occasions in his or her life. So these things are called as dharma. Try to understand. That's why Trayi dharma. And the person who is following it, what Bhagwan is saying, that these people are kama, they are desiring of kama means vasanas, material, carnal pleasures of every ordinary human being, what desires? Kama. So these people who are following that dharma devotedly, they are referred as kama. So they are desiring of the materiality. And what is the result of that? What turns out for them? Bhagwan says, Gatagatam labhante. So these people, they come and goes. They are born, they die, they are born and they die. This goes on. Gata, agatam. They come and they go. So they are trapped in this cycle because they desire this materiality. Kama. Because for them this material body, material pleasures, material world, material interest, they are truly real, and they never have come to doubt its true existence, true nature, and therefore they are trapped. The people who are awakened to this reality, that this is ephemeral and this is a trap and I am feeling bound, confined and condemned to suffer or enjoy. I am not free. I want to be free. And then only the paths, the options for spirituality or spiritual evolution, spiritual emancipation, liberation opens before that individual. So dharma is one thing, and this higher thing is called as paramartha or adhyatmikata, adhyatmik jivan. So very clearly Bhagwan mentions here, evam trayi dharma anuprapanna gatagatam kama labhante. So it is almost time. It is 6 o'clock. So next time onward, we will take our class at 5:15. And here this I will take this verse number 22nd. So this is one of the very beautiful and very celebrated verse. If you have heard Gita many times, this verse might be quoted or referred to. So this is the 22nd verse. So in the up until 21st verse, he explained that whomsoever, even for the material desires, through yajnas to different rites, etc., etc., you are worshipping me only. Anything of this higher dimension, wherever you put your belief, I am that. It is coming forth from me. It is me alone. There exists nothing but me. So this is what he is saying. On the other hand, he explains the people who are not awakened to the higher nature of this divine, and therefore they have not developed this ambition and desire for this higher dimension of life, this spiritual life, or for spirituality. So this is the condition of these people, that desiring materiality, they will have to be born again and again. So there is no escape. So this is the thing. So it is the misnomer, it is the illusion that individual is thinking that I am enjoying my life. Very proudly we say, my life, my rules. You don't have life, and there are no rules. No your rules. You are all the time in a very narrow, limited scope of things. You have just an illusion that you have that freedom. All your free choices are absolutely influenced by the whole lot of repositories of your previous samskaras, the notes of the impressions of your past actions of this life and of previous life. That accumulated force is only shaping your choices of decisions. That's what we are. To awaken to the bondage is the only step, it is the first step for an individual to seek and walk towards freedom. Then only in comparison we can think whether we are bound or whether we are free. Are we truly free? That is the question. So saying this, he says now, he narrates the condition of a different set of people. The people who are not seeking materiality. What he is saying means, as if he is saying the people who are seeking materiality, they will come and go, they are bound by these cycles of birth and death. However, now he says, Ananyaschintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. This is what Bhagavan is saying. So this is a great verse. What he is saying? So the people who are seeking materiality, kama kama, te gata gatam labhante, they will be, so they are running after material interests only. So that is the consequence. which is unavoidable. That is the very natural outcome of it. Now there are the other people, other kind of people. What kind of people? These people are not seeking materiality. What they are seeking? Ananya chintayanto. So they are constantly contemplating nothing but me. Anya. Anya means other. No anya, no other means none other than me alone. Mam. Mam means what? In whatsoever form. That divine in the form of Saguna Sakar, Ishwar Avatar Rupa, or Ishwara Saguna Nirakar, or Nirgana Nirakar, Parabrahma. In whatsoever form. In dualistic, qualified non-dualistic or non-dualistic sense. In whatsoever form, in whatsoever way, that individual is awakened to that truth, and he is seeking that truth alone. That truth which we refer, which we call God. It is the true nature of the being of ourself, or rather the true nature of this reality, this creation itself. It is that one thing, the essence, Sat Chit Ananda. It is the essential existence. To that we call Atman. It is the essence of knowledge. Knowledge, whensoever you know something, it is the essence, the core of that knowledge, absolute essence of knowing itself. Chit, Sat, Chit. The essence of existence is Sat. Essence of that consciousness is Chit. Essence of that experience, deepest, intense experience, that bliss, that is Ananda. So Sat, Chit, Ananda, it is the true nature of a human being, of every being, of this whole creation, that is one, infinite, undivided, permeating, enveloping everything of this universe. This universe exists in it. And to that entity we call God. That is, that principle is referred as the highest, the infinite, meaning by the word Brahma. That is the true reality. It is conscious. It is the only thing existent which is unaffected by any other form. Nothing exists apart from it, therefore there is nothing to affect it, therefore nothing to bring any change in it, therefore it is not, it is immutable, therefore there is no degradation, decomposition, deterioration of that thing. It ever remain unchanged. That thing is also the essence of myself. I am that. I am that Brahman. I am that Atman. When on individual plane, that same principle, we call it by the name Atman. That is me. Atman simply means me. I am that. Whether that Brahman, whether that Ishvara, or whether the Ishvara avatar, Sagun Sakar Rupa, Ramakrishna, Buddha, Chaitanya, Shankara, Sri Ramakrishna, Ishwar avatar. So in whatsoever form you are worshipping, so the one who is one who is dedicated, devoted to the pursuit of that truth, he is constantly worshipping it. Ananyas chintayanto. His mind is dedicated towards it. Ananya chintayanto. Mam, to me only. For such a devotee, for such a person, ye jana, the people who pari upasate, who are doing this upasana in every sense of the term, in comprehensive sense of the term, who are doing this upasana of what nature? Ananyas chintayanto mam. For such a people, what Bhagavan is saying, Tesham, for such people, Nitya Abhiyuktanam, they are yukta, constantly united with me. Abhiyuktanam, very well united with me, very perfectly established in God alone. They have attained such state that they live in God alone. And they are not, this delusion has ended. Now they no more seek this material world, this creation as material. They see this one conscious principle throbbing, pulsating in every particle of this universe. So they are constantly, they are eternally, they are always, they are ever established in God. Tesham Nitya Abhiyuktanam. For such a people who is constantly living, dwelling in God alone. But now he says, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. He says, for such people, so as long as they are people, they are having this material body, they are living in this material world. So body by its nature will have some basic requirements of food, water, shelter, something like that. So the people, and also maybe by the consequences of that, of the birth of that individual, there might be some obligations, maybe father, mother or something. So he might have to do. So what Bhagavan is saying, for such people who are constantly dwelling in me, constantly dwelling in God, Tesham Nitya Abhiyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham, that I carry the yoga and kshema for these people. Tesham, for these people I carry their yoga and kshema. This is the word Bhagavan had used. Yoga and kshema I carry. So he didn't say that I give, I provide. He didn't say that I provide. I provide that yoga kshema. There is a very wonderful story in this one of the Gita Press Gorakhpur volume. It was published. So I will tell this story the next time. Okay. So story is very beautiful. So about this, this verse is referred there. So yoga kshemam vahamyam, I carry the yoga and kshema. Now what is yoga and kshema also? So this also I have earlier taken up these concepts, but again these concepts I will take up in the next class. So so these people, the one who they have achieved this absolute surrender, dedication, and committed themselves absolutely, and meaning that it has ended their delusion. That's how they have been able to do. Otherwise this word, if it is real for me, it will drag me down. So slowly they have achieved this full migration from this material to this spiritual. So how materiality binds, it showed in the earlier verse. So how spirituality, if you take to that path, it will liberate you. Not only that, it will see that your bare minimum basic obligations, as long as your body exists, your prarabdha remains, that would be fulfilled by this Ishvara. He will see that it is taken care of. So This is the 22nd verse. Now again he is going to uh, other ideas, but so in a few more verses, so we will see how these ideas comes up, what Bhagwan says. So here we will take a break uh, for now, and next Sunday, uh, if I remember, if I recollect, I will tell you the story, and I will also take these concepts of yoga and kshema, and we will proceed further from there. So next Sunday at 5:15. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.